Did GSPartners rebrand to Billion Eco? Quite a name. Or is this just some speculation? Anyways, all of that and more coming up in just a moment. Stay tuned. Welcome to the channel. If it's get results online, make more money, more profit, etc. legitimately, or steer yourself away from a potential scam, make sure you find the subscribe button and also click on this bell notification icon. That way you won't miss out on any of this important information. Also, at any time throughout watching this video, if you are looking to create passively and legitimately and even lucratively with crypto and DeFi, get access to my #1 recommended opportunity and training platform. Okay, this is for people who want to earn with crypto and legitimately, and more importantly, it's not a Ponzi. The best thing about this is that you can create your own projects in DeFi. Okay, that can add up to a substantial amount of income over time, and it's not that hard, right? And the great thing about this is you can't, rug pull on yourself, which is just awesome. If that's you right now, just go underneath this video, click on the more button, and just click on the first link and take action there. So here we are, Billionico review. Okay, did GSPartners rebrand? And are they doing this mainly for US and Canadian disgruntled investors? Well, let's find out. Okay. Before I get started, I'll also let you guys know I'll include a link to this blog post review underneath this video in the description below the video for those of you as well who need more information. Okay. Also, important note here, this is more of a speculative review. I'm not going to get into, all of the numbers and figures in this review. It's more of my speculation, okay? Just want to put that out there before I even get started. Now, why did they do this? Meaning GSPartners, if this is truly what has happened here. Okay, and why are they trying to keep it a secret? There seems to be some big secret. Okay, how did I even find out about this? Or started, poking around, digging for information? Well, I got a comment 6 days ago on my YouTube channel. You could see my avatar for YouTube right there. And the person came and said, he was referring to GSPartners, saying that they rebranded as Billionico. Okay, hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. Quite a name. I don't know if they're trying to, give you guys the impression that you could become billionaires. Maybe. Could be. And then I had a couple other comments here underneath that. Another person said, huh? What a shock. Not. Okay. So why would GSPartners rebrand to this name and system and platform? Well, we can just go back to the past. I would say towards the end of 2023, they got a bunch of fraud warnings from Canada and even a bunch of cease and desist orders from the US. Okay. Then what did the boss here for GSPartners started doing, meaning Joseph? He started terminating investor accounts for the US and Canada. That means he pretty well screwed over all of the US and Canadian passive investors. Now, it gets worse. GSPartners, Billian Eco seems more of like a cult to me. You got some diehard fans promoting these schemes. So I got another comment on that same video. in question that I did. I think it was like my latest GSPartners video. Person comes and says, so they didn't have any gold I bought? Oh, they didn't have the mine? Huh? At first I thought this was more of, a comment from someone who actually believed they actually made real, they spent money on real assets. However, it's starting to sound more like this person's just being sarcastic and trying to make GSPartners appear more legitimate. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. So that person's a Kool-Aid drinker. Some of the Kool-Aid drinkers are a real piece of work. Diehard fans, promoters, and downline builders. Right? These guys do all kinds of bullshit. Darren von Leeson, or Leisen, I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not German myself. And anyways, Billian Eco frontman, that's what I'll call him here. I went and I checked out his Facebook timeline. The first impression that I got from his timeline picture, it kind of gave me like a James Bond 007 vibe. So I was thinking, is he trying to appear like, Daniel Craig, the latest Bond figure out there? That's what it looks like in this picture even, that they're using on the Billionico.com website. That's what they have currently. They might change this. Now, what they have written about this fellow, who is Billionico? Baron Daniel von Leisen is a celebrated businessman with a track record for delivering excellence, from managing luxury brands, organizing global fashion events, running his real estate empire, to assembling international figures or influence into an elite club. His successful track record is globally recognized. I've never personally heard of the fellow until today, but maybe other people are recognizing him. I personally I don't think he's an elite. I think he just wants to be one. And he also is trying to attract others who also want to appear like, the super wealthy elites. The scumbags that are running this planet right now. Top countries in traffic to Billionico.com. Currently, number 1, US, not a big surprise, 81% traffic. Number 2, Greece. Number 3, Bulgaria. Number 4, Spain. And number 5, Canada. Billionico traffic stats. That means traffic to Billionico.com. They don't seem to have a ton of traffic here. It looks like largest amount of traffic around, they had a spike here, February 19th, according to my traffic stats for Billionico.com, and then it just dropped off. Nothing, no biggie right now in the form of traffic. Okay, let's get to a quick conclusion. As I said, this is more of a speculative review. This is my personal opinion. These are my personal feelings, right? Just got to put that out there. So I didn't get into all the, comp plan figures, investment packages. Based on what I've seen so far, it seems like on the front end, they have like training, right? Training packages that are going to the point of like $1,000 that people got to pay every 4 weeks, right? Every month, okay? Then on the back end of that, they do get into ROI and big, high ticket type of investment packages, okay? So I didn't get into all of that here. To me, more, I just want to get into why the heck are they doing all of this? So I personally feel that they did rebrand to Billian Eco. Here's why. GSPartners they lost a lot of new investment, right? Ponzi scheme, how do you keep it going? You got to get more people to keep investing, like more new investment into the thing to keep it alive, right? Now back towards the end of 2023, they got a lot of negative limelight from securities regulators in Canada and the US. Even a bunch of cease and desist fraud warnings in the US, okay? And then Canadians, American investors got screwed over from Joseph Height, right? Started terminating accounts left and right. So that's one of the pieces of the puzzle here, okay? Now, why would they do this in secrecy though, right? If you go back to the comment above, one person says they rebranded to Billian Eco. Then you got this Kool-Aid drinker here, GSPartner promoter, etc., saying, huh, what a shock. Not. Okay, so they're trying to keep it hush-hush. Because you're not seeing a lot of big promotion on YouTube or Facebook with that name, Billionico, right now. Okay, so what it seems to be is people who are at the top seem to be promoting to their already existing downlines. Okay, that's what it seems like to me in my speculative review here of Billian Eco. But secrecy, I don't think that this part makes too much sense here. Could it be that they're trying to not shed a lot of light on this because they already got a lot of negative attention from securities regulators in North America, in Canada and the US already? And they don't want regulators to say, oh my God, look, the dust hasn't even settled legally, and these characters are already launched another deal with a different name. I'm thinking that's part of it, right? And then the second part would be, let's just focus on the people who are already in, meaning our downline. Now, I'm thinking that most people with common sense who already lost money in the US and Canada with GSPartners won't be, head over heels about this, but they are going to get some people who are going to say, we want to appear like the super wealthy elite, and we're going to, reinvest and hopefully keep our fingers crossed and maybe get to hang around with the big marketers and maybe, score some ka-ching. Okay. But at the end of the day, right? Once network marketing recruitment dries up, let's back up here. Eventually, if top GSPartners, Billionico, MLM scam promoters want to keep the dream alive, right? Want to be rich and famous people who are promoting this. Okay, I got to say that they will have to start promoting this to the masses, to the public, in the end, right? Once network marketing recruitment dries up, Billionico will end just like GSPartners in collapse, leaving the majority of passive investors in deep losses, just like GSPartners did. I'm gonna go out on a limb here before we call it quits for the day here. I'm thinking that some of these GSPartners downline builders have drank so much Kool-Aid, right, that you're going to probably see some fraud warnings with that name on it, Billian Eco. That's just my perspective. Hopefully you enjoyed this content. If I get some more information on GSPartners, on Billian Eco, I will be sure to share. Make sure for those of you just stopping by on the channel, if you're looking for a legitimate way to earn passively, create your own projects with crypto and DeFi, you're tired of all the rug pulls out there, right? go underneath this video, click on the more button, and click on the first link below to get access to my #1 recommended opportunity. Great thing about this, it's not a Ponzi. It's set up legitimately and for the long term. Okay. Take action there. Anyways, guys, I will see you on the next one. Take care.